What's up, Dallas? It's your girl Rachel. I have special guest Beezy here with me. How are you doing today, sir?
How you doing? It's an honor to be here. Just grateful to have this as my first, interview. Grateful to, be here. Like I said.
I promise it'll be an easy one for you. No worries.
Cool.
So, Beezy, we reached out to you on social media. We have recognized that you are a music artist in DFW. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am. Born and raised. Born and raised.
That's beautiful. So, how do you describe yourself as a music artist?
Like I said, in the previous, or if you don't know me, I'm Will Beezy. I'm an R&B artist. Born and raised out of Dallas, Texas. I would describe my music more so as like I'm trying to bring the modern day R&B with the old school R&B and trying to make it to where it's universal, to where
Right.
everybody can hear, and it's like, oh, I can relate to this because it's like it brings back that memory. And then like the the new generation is like, oh wow, this is like something new in addition to the old school. And so I would say I'm more of that person in the middle, the block
Right.
in the middle that's gonna just kind of infiltrate that within like the music industry. But not only am I an R&B artist, I'm a just an artist in general. So I do hip hop, I do reggae, Latina. I'm working on a Latina song right now with a good friend of mine, and yeah, it's really dope just to see the progress I'm making and just how it's been happening, just music wise, and just how everything just happens when it does. So
I do love how you said that you're trying to bring R&B back, the old R&B, mix it with the new R&B. So you kind of feel like music is kind of gravitated further away from the emotions.
I I wouldn't necessarily say further like away from the emotions, but kind of avoided it in a sense, like to where it's like it's like it's there. It's like it's almost expected, like the way that the music, that side of the music's come out. And so I want to be that person that you know okay, yeah, he's doing R&B, but oh wait, this is something different. This is something
Right.
that stands out in addition to like what they expect, to where they expect more of it. It's like something that they just like, oh wow, I can't wait to listen to Will Beezy, and stuff like that. So
Like it's that music that when you hear it, you feel it in your soul.
you feel it in your soul.
And that's the kind of music I think we need to gravitate back to, honestly.
Exactly.
I'm a big R&B fan, so whenever you said you were an R&B artist, I was like, I have to interview him on my show. So we're definitely an honor and a pleasure to have you here. So as far as your music, how did you get started in the industry?
Wow. So me personally, I was kind of just born and raised in the church. I have a blended family. So my mom, she was kind of the head of like the music section of the church. And so with that, it was a lot of singing in the church, a lot of Easter plays and skits, a lot of church musicals. But I would say my basis started more so in the church, just growing up. And as I got older, it was kind of obvious to me. So it wasn't like I'm gonna go towards this. It was more so I'm gonna do something else. I had a passion for football. I grew up playing football as well, and so with me, just living my life, I'm thinking like, hey, I'm about to play football and go to college, play college ball, go to the league, yada yada yada. And so, within that journey, there's a lot of ups and downs. I ended up playing college football at a couple schools, but unfortunately, wasn't able to, progress within that. And I don't know, it was just something. One day, it was just, I would say, personally, it was a personal experience within myself. Just something just really just hit me and was like, hey, your voice is a weapon to defeat deception. So why aren't you doing music? This is something that was given. And that really just hit me. And I would say that was around 2017. So within that, I had a friend of mine from high school. We decided to, just get started within music, recording our own little, he had like his in-home studio. And, we would do our own we had like a little duo and things like that. And we just kind of branched from there, had little venues and shows within that. And he's still a good friend of mine. Shout out to Ray. But fortunately, we just kind of ventured off within our own. And that's when I was just like, okay, um, I need to make my own sound. I need
Mm-hmm.
to figure out how I can, you know, have my voice out there.
Right.
I was told that, my voice is something that needs to be heard to help other people. So why
Mm-hmm.
not try to figure out my own self and my sound within that? And so that's when I got started around 2020. I got started with my own EP.
Mm-hmm.
It's called, if you listening now, EP is out. Internal Disclosure is out on all musical platforms. But I started my first song. It was Intoxicated, and that just kind of like that's kind of my first
Mm-hmm.
country / R&B. Was trying to kind of infiltrate
Okay.
those,
A
within the two.
crossover.
Yeah, a little crossover within that. But we did that, and the feedback that I got was just like, why haven't you been doing this? Like, from
Mm-hmm.
family and friends, like, wow, this is good. Like, why haven't you been doing this? Like,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm just like, oh, okay, that might have just confirmed it, but yeah,
Right.
you're right. Like, so from there, I just just kept going. I have one of my most popular songs now, which is the second song that I recorded professionally, was Ride Through.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Zach. He was my engineer at
Mm-hmm.
5050 Studios, but he was able to just kind of help me get my sound out there,
Right.
personally, just get a basis of
Your
how
sound.
how I want it to be, and
Right.
so with that, that's still been, I'm getting a lot of feedback with that. I'm blessed and grateful to have people to work with that. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's really just been a roller coaster of memories, lessons, blessings, and expectations. um and so I would say I started professionally more so in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
um and from there, just been kind of going, doing my own thing, and
That's beautiful.
enjoying it. It's been enjoying the journey for sure.
That's beautiful. I mean, no, it's a great journey. And I mean, there's a lot to be said that you found something to do even after the sports, which is
Mhm.
something that I think a lot of people don't really understand. Is that you
Yeah.
have to have something to fall back on
So
just
if
in
if
case,
you know, you know.
Yes. So it's just that really resonated with me because we were just talking to Riley about that not too long ago. So I admire you for putting your voice out there, letting people hear
Thank
your
you.
sound, your uniqueness, because you do have great talent.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Yes. And I did listen to your songs. So they're really awesome. I'm gonna be bumping them on my way to work later. So in your music, who inspired you the most?
I would say that's hard to decide right there, because I have just a genre of just women in my
Mm-hmm.
life that have really inspired me.
Mm-hmm.
First and foremost, my mother, of course.
Mm-hmm.
She's been kind of like the inspiration of, okay, yeah, you sing, I sing. You need to, with also, I have my grandmother who passed away a couple years ago. Rest in peace, Ghana. She was an entertainer.
Mm-hmm.
She was in the Hollywood industry, within the
Mm-hmm.
acting, the music, the modeling industry, and so that was a big inspiration growing up. Just being able to watch her, and I remember me and my brother, we would go to like the actual theater to
Mm-hmm.
watch like the grand opening of like her. She wasn't starring it, but like you would see like a major role of her
Mm-hmm.
in it, and it's just like, wow, like she's singing, like dancing, like. And so she was another inspiration in my life. As far as that, um, my family,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Family's always a good
families
support.
out, they've always been there.
Mm-hmm.
And last but not least, definitely my girlfriend right now. Like, she's been a big inspiration, a big help.
Mm-hmm.
Just somebody that's inspired me, definitely, just to keep moving. There's gonna be a lot of highs, a lot of lows, a
Mm-hmm.
lot of lows, a lot of lows.
A lot of those.
But at the end of the day, it's it's how you make it. Like, it's a mentality. You have to keep going. You have to stay positive. And
Absolutely.
so she's also been an inspiration in my life, as far as making the music and keeping going with that as well. So
It's very important to have that support in your corner to
definitely,
keep you motivated. That's
definitely,
always something we always talk about.
definitely.
So you already have done a whole bunch of work in 2023,
Yes,
right?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So in beginning of March, I was invited to perform in my first festival, like music festival, for
Mm-hmm.
during the spring it was the limit. Shout out to Lemonade Fest. My people in Austin. They invited me. They were just real down to earth as far as how I did my music, really free. And so it was really dope environment, really good to just be there and hang out with the people, and it's not only just me singing, it's not like a business type of deal,
Right.
they kept it personal as well, and it was more so like a family. So with them doing that, that's definitely like my family forever. Shout out to Lemonade Fest, like I said. Um, Within that, I've just been able to venture out into different events and venues in Dallas. I perform a lot at a spot in Dallas called Poor David's Pub, and as well as Ridgely Theater. I did that in February, and I had a good friend of mine. He got to get good footage of that, like a good behind the scenes footage of that, and that was pretty dope. And got a lot of good feedback within that. And so within that, I've got to do just a lot of venues, a lot of personal. I got to perform. Where was that? It was recently. I think it was in. Oh yeah, it was in Fort Worth at the Risley Theater again recently, and like just to see them again, and have that kind of rapport within that and
Right.
that chemistry.
Like
That
good
was
support.
yeah, good support within that. That was pretty dope, and yeah, it's been amazing. I work right now at a spot to where I'm just kind of the guy at the front desk and just kind of controlling the TVs, but at the same time I'm able to promote my music as well. So
Right.
I'll play
Right.
my music, and it'll be like a good amount of people like, hey, who is this? Like, oh, I'm glad you asked. This is
That's a good
um
way to get your name out there.
yeah,
Explain your
definitely,
music.
definitely. So in total, I've just been able to do. I would say I've had at least 7 to 8 shows, like major shows, so far, not including the festival.
Right.
And so within that, I have a few more that I'll be finishing out within the rest of the year, and I have my own that I'll be hosting personally, kind of like a album release party in a sense.
That's cool.
That'll be towards the end of the year. So
You
that's
do
something
have
that
an
I'm
album drop,
working on.
right?
Yes, ma'am. I'm working on the album. Not gonna say the name of it yet, but this is gonna be my first album, so it's gonna be a lot of So if you heard internal disclosures, then it's just me, like my first time being able to venture out, show, like express my feelings and emotions as far as love and life and music. But this my first album is going to be something a little bit going more in depth within that.
That's beautiful.
Like just you'll be able to just hear me just being a lot more comfortable compared to like the EP.
That's good.
So it'll be dope. I'm excited.
It's good. I'm excited.
So.
Hopefully I can get a copy. I would love that. So I love that you are all about the music and that you are proud to be from DFW.
Yes, ma'am.
So are you wanting to work with any artists in DFW? Or in general?
In general, in DFW, definitely. I would say one of the major artists that I would love to perform with right now is probably Cash Page. It's an up and coming R&B, well, I wouldn't say R&B artist like me. D Gotti. You got Big X right now. He's big, popping. I'm an artist as well. I would love to, do some collabs. And so those are just to name a few. I'm excited to see, who's like, hey, you're Will Beezy. I like your music. Let's do that. And it's like, oh,
That's what's
shoot,
up.
you're such and such.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about the journey more so, and just being able to, have that
That stream of music
right,
to
the
put out
stream
there.
of music, exactly. Yeah,
I
just to
got
have
you.
that, so
Y'all heard it here first. You know who he wants to work with. So you know how social media works. We can make that happen.
right, yeah.
I'm just saying, everybody tag
Retweet,
those artists.
repost.
Everybody tag those artists so he can get that connection made. Guys, look, I love what Beezy's doing here. I love his whole music journey. The fact that he is just pushing, he's representing Dallas.
Yes,
He's just
ma'am.
making it
West
happen.
Dallas.
Shout out to his girlfriend for all the support, and mama too, and grandmother. Rest in peace. We all love that too. Y'all, please show some support on his social media.
Definitely.
So for people who don't know you,
For people who don't know me, you can follow me on Instagram at the Will Beezy, no spaces and no caps, so it'll be the Will Beezy. Or Twitter, you can follow me Will Beezy 24. Snapchat, I think it's just Will Beezy, like with it 2 Y's or something like that. But Facebook, Will Beezy, like hey, you can find me on all musical platforms, Will Beezy. You know, it is I.
that's awesome. That's awesome. And you guys, look, he's looking to work with a whole bunch of other music artists as well. So y'all please go like, subscribe, and support, and show some love.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl, Rachel. We just finished a really awesome interview with Beezy. He's such a talented R&B artist and overall music artist. So if you are interested in doing interviews just like his, please email me, business@whatsupdallasmagazine.com.